Hello, welcome to this video. This video is going to be the next series dealing with navigating through Windows 7 operating system. This is just a basic video for new people or for people who are beginning with their computers. Most computers as of 2013 in December, which is when this video was created, when you buy a brand new computer, you'll probably buy one and it'll come with Windows 8. But for those who have a machine that may have came with Windows 7, this will be a good starter for you. Let's go ahead and get started. I'd like to talk about 4 individual subjects dealing with navigating through Windows 7. What we're going to deal with today through navigation is we're going to deal with folder creation. We're going to learn how to create folders in our Windows 7 machine. Then once we create the folder, we're going to learn how to create a file within that folder. And then we're going to talk about program installs, installing programs into your computer. And lastly, we're going to talk about program applications. Some of the applications we're going to be talking about, these are not the only applications that are available for Windows 7, but we're going to start with something. So we're starting with word processors and office suites, and we'll get into that. First of all, let's go to our Windows machine and start by creating a folder. So we'll minimize that. And as with most of my video tutorials, I use a virtual application known as Oracle. It's known as VirtualBox. VirtualBox was first created by Sun Microsystems, and then Sun Microsystems was bought out by Oracle. So now Oracle owns VirtualBox. So my virtual machine here, the guest virtual machine, you've guessed it, is a Windows 7 machine. So the first thing we want to start with is creating a folder. Now you can create a folder anywhere you want to, but for simplicity, let me go ahead and show you how I would do it and where I would do it. I would come down here to the bottom and left click on the Windows Start Org. So you left click on that, and then I would go to my username, which for me is MXWIL. You left click on that. That will bring up this window. Now, as you can see, you have 2 different panes. You have the window pane on the left, this one right here that my mouse is going over, and then you have the window pane on the right, this one right here. Okay. So dealing with this one right here on the left, you come down to the when it opens up, let's see, favorites. Let's get back to that screen. How do I get back to that screen? Okay, so we got, give me 1 second. Uno momento. Okay. Okay. So we'll come down here. Sorry about that. Got a little mixed up there. In either case, we want to look at the screen over here on your right. Okay. We want to concentrate on 4 basic folders. The one highlighted I have in front of me is my documents, and then the next one is my music, my pictures, and my videos. Now these other documents are just as important, but I just wanted to go over those 4 first. Let's say you create a document and you want to know where to save it. Well, obviously where I would save it is right here where it says My Documents. So with your mouse arrow, if you go over My Documents and left click on it, or double click on it, sorry, you see that I already have a folder in there called Tools. Okay, But if you don't have a folder in there, that's okay. Okay, now go back over to the top left hand corner and you'll see the back arrow. So if you click the back arrow, it takes you back to the previous page. The next folder that we're going to look at is My Music. Double click on that. You can see there's nothing in My Music. Hit the back arrow, go over to My Pictures, double click on that. Oh, you can see I have a few pictures here. Keyboard, spaceship, and I don't know what that one is. The best desktop wallpaper. Okay, then hit the back arrow, and let's see, the last one we're going to look at is My Videos. These are all folders. Some of them are empty, some of them are not. So you hit the backspace. So let's start by creating a folder. Let's say for our scenario that you want to create a document. And when I say a document, I mean like a letter. Or it can be anything. It can be a letter, it can be a form, what have you. Okay, you come down here. I would save it in My Documents. My Documents, because as it says Documents here, so that should help you remember where it is. So double click on My Documents, and as you see, you already have a folder called Tools. But for us to create another folder, you have one of several ways. You can go right up here to the top. Okay, you can move over to where it says New Folder, left click on New Folder once, then you'll see a new folder pops up, and see how it's highlighted where it says New Folder. You type in the name you want for this folder. So for us, let's put in capital letter T, test, and then underscore folder. Oh, spelled it wrong. Folder. Alright, you created a folder. It's just that simple. Now another way you can create a folder, instead of going up here to the folder button, you can come here to an empty spot in your folder. You can right click with the right mouse button on your mouse, okay, to an empty spot in here in the right window pane. Right click and then go down to where it says New, choose Folder, and the same thing will pop up. Left click on that, and as you see, there's a new folder right there, and then you can name it again if you want. Now once you created your folder, you create the name. This folder right here we're going to go ahead and delete. We don't need it. To delete a folder, you right click on it, go down to the bottom, or go down to where it says Delete, left click on Delete. It's going to ask you, are you sure you want to move this folder to the recycle bin? You want to choose yes. And that folder is gone. So now let's open up our test folder. To open up our test folder, you just go to it, and with your left mouse button, you're going to double click on it twice. Now we're in the test folder, and you can tell we're in the test folder. If you look at the address box up at the top, this is under my username, which is MXWIL, in my Documents folder under the test folder. So that's where it is, and that's where your folder is. So now that we're in the test folder, let's open up and let's create a document. What kind of document we want to create? Well, a simple document would be, I'm going to show you two quick ones today. The first one is going to be a text document. Now, to create a text document in any folder, right now we're in the test folder, you just right click on it in an empty spot, and then choose New. Then come over to New, and then choose Text Document. Left click on Text Document. Go back over here. Here's your text document right here, and here's where it's highlighted to where you could name your document. So again, we will name it test underscore document, or wait a minute, you can name it whatever you want to. Text underscore document. This is just for testing purposes. I just name mine test text document. Okay, now in order to open that up, we go to that document and we double click on it with our left mouse button. And as you can see, let me minimize it here. Here is our test text document. Okay, and this is just a document. It's a text document. A text document, you can type any text in it or numbers in it. You can't put any pictures in it, but you can put these in it, which are text, to include special characters. Alright, now if you want to save this, okay, it's already an existing document, so you go up here, this is your menu, okay, you left click on file, you choose save, and it's already saved. Now you want to close this. Before you close it, just make sure you save it by clicking on file, choose save. Now it's saved. Then you can go ahead and close the document, and to close it you come over, you can do it one of several ways to close it. You can choose the red X over here in the top right hand corner, or you can maximize it, or you can minimize it. If you do not want to close it with the red X, you have another option. You can come over here to the file, left click on file, and you can choose exit. Okay, let's make one other document, and this is going to be what is known as a processor or word processor, and it's going to create a Word document or some type of document. So to do that, again, what you do is you choose any spot in the any empty spot inside your folder, and you right click on that empty spot, then you go down to new, and then from new, let's see, can you click, you can create one. Let's see, I was trying to create an actual document. Hold on one second. Okay, there is another way we can create one. Microsoft itself comes with a let me minimize this whole screen. Microsoft itself, Microsoft Windows 7, comes with what is known as a word processor. That's just creating a more advanced Word doc or a more advanced document. And with that document, you can add pictures. So to get to the word processor that comes with Microsoft is known as WordPad. Okay, and to get to that, it's very simple. Let's go to the Windows orb again, the Start orb. Left click on that, and then we're going to want to go to All Programs. Left click, or it'll either do that, or you might have to left click it. If it automatically comes up, that's good. And then you want to go to Accessories, left click on Accessories, and then you want to go down to WordPad, and then left click on WordPad, and there's your Word document. And again, here we can create all kinds of words to include letters and special characters. Also, with this more advanced Word document, you can also add a picture. Now, to add a picture, you just come up here. You'll see somewhere up in here in this toolbox right here, okay, you'll see where it says picture. Or you can come up here, let me see, where is it at? No, I guess I don't have it on this one. Okay, choose picture. Alright, insert a picture. You want to left click it once, then left click on picture. Alright, then you go to where a picture is. If we go down here to our picture folder, we see we have some pictures here. Choose a picture, and by choosing it, all you got to do is left click on it once and then choose open, or you can double click on it. If you double click on it, it'll automatically show up, or you could have chose open and it comes right here. And this is how you add pictures to your Word document. Okay, you can't do this from a text document, but you can do it from a Word document. And then in order to save it, you come back up here to the top. Let's see, you left click on WordPad and you can choose Save As, and then from over here you can choose how you want to save this document. Okay, you can choose save this document in an Office open XML sheet, other formats. Let's see. Let's choose other formats. Okay, and that'll bring open the Save As box, and it shows you can choose wherever to save it, but since it's a document, we want to go to test folder and save it here in our test folder. Where it says file name, let's just say another test document. And again, you can name it whatever you want. Save as, you can save it to whatever you want to as well, whatever is available. Let's see, you have rich documents, you have open Office Open Excel, Open Document Test, regular document, text document. For now, let's just save it as an RTF, rich text format. And then you just press save. And there you go. And then when you come up to the top again, you should see the document name. Okay. How it was created. This one was created through a WordPad. And then your content inside. And so that's how you create another document. So let's go ahead and just close this. Remember, there are several ways you can close it. One was with the red X, and the other one was by going over to File, or no, I'm sorry, going over to this button here, clicking it, and you can choose Exit. Okay, so from that, I think we did two things. We created a folder, and then we created a file, and that's great. Now, the next thing that we want to look at in Windows 7 is program installs, downloading a program. Okay, so what program do we want to install? Well, I've already installed several. I've installed an antivirus scanning software and the application known as Notepad++. Okay, let me go ahead and show you where I got Notepad++ from. Just in case you haven't seen any of my other videos. So, to download Notepad++, I went online, pointed my browser to snapfiles.com. Okay. Then I went to the search box and I typed in Notepad, and then I actually typed in the symbols ++. I don't know if it'll work if you type in the actual words ++, but when I did that, it showed me these results. And look at there, the first one up was Notepad, and you can get there from, like I said, snapfiles.com. Now, the actual application is not actually held at Snapfiles, but Snapfiles will point you to the website that actually has the application you're looking for. So if you want to get further details about Notepad, figure out how many people liked it, how many didn't, you can go to details. A quick overlook right here shows the rating, how many people liked it, how many didn't. and as you can see, it tells you the price, which is free. And then you just click on download now, and look right here, it says your download will start automatically in just a few seconds. If it does not, look up at the top here, and it says to help protect your security, Internet Explorer blocked this site from downloading files to your computer. Click next for options. So all you got to do is just left click on this and see where it says download file. You can either choose download the file, what are the risks, or if you decide you do not want to download it, you can always go over to the far right and click on the X. In this case, just to show you, it's already downloaded, but let's go ahead and just see what happens. You left click on it, choose download file, and in another minute another box will pop up. Do you want to run or save this file? In this case, what we should do is just choose save, and it's going to ask you where you want to save it to. Now, under normal circumstances, if we come in to documents, go to my documents, go to tools, which is the folder that I created, you'll see I already saved it to my tools folder. Alright, so all I'm going to do is click cancel. Alright, so that's how you installed the installer, the executable for Notepad. Alright, and then to install it, I minimized it, and then I'm sorry, I minimized the whole window, didn't I? I minimized it, and then I went to the folder where I had installed it, which for me was in my documents. So I went to the start orb and clicked on start. Oh, wait a minute, let me make this a little easier for you to see. Then I went to documents, then I went to tools where I installed it at, and you can see it right there. Now that's executable. Now to actually install it, what you need to do is just double click on it. You'll come up with this from your UAC, which is a user account control. It'll ask you, it'll say the program's name is Notepad++. Do you want to allow the following program from an unknown publisher to make changes to this computer? All that's saying is that, hey, we see that somebody's trying to install something on your computer. Are you sure you want to continue? For us, we want to say yes, because I'm the one that's trying to install it. Okay, and then it'll take you through what is known as an install wizard. And all that is just a little wizard that shows you from one page to another what to do to install it. For me, you gotta choose your language. For me, it's English. Choose yours. Then this is the setup, which is your install wizard. All you got to do is read what it says. Setup will guide you through the installation of Notepad++, and this is the version. It is recommended that you close all other applications before starting your setup. That's always recommended, especially if it's something that's internet based. You want to close all your browsers as well. We're just going through a test, so we're not going to close anything. You just click on next, and this is where you'll have your license agreement. Most programs have a license agreement, even the free ones. So you go ahead and choose whether or not you want to agree with it. If you don't want to agree with it, you can either click cancel or hit the back button, or you can go next and choose I agree. And from here it's going to tell you where it's going to save your folder. Usually it saves it in the program files, okay, under its own folder name. Then you click next. Then you get to choose what you want the application to install. Okay, do you want it to install plugins, autocomplete files, yada yada yada. Just read it. Says check the components you want to install and uncheck the components you don't want to install, and then click next to continue. So check what you want to and then click next, and then this is asking you what you want to do. You might want to create a shortcut on the desktop. If you do, go ahead and check that and then click next, and then it'll do its install. I'm not going to complete this because I already have it installed on my computer. So you just choose, so you would choose install. Since I already have it installed, I'm just going to go ahead and cancel it. And again, it's going to say, are you sure you want to quit the Notepad setup? Yes. That's basically how you install software onto your system. Alright, let's install, well, hold on a minute. Let's minimize that. Okay, and we already went ahead, we covered several things. We did a program install, and we talked about some of your other some of the other programs like word processor. The other program that you may want to install will be an Office suite. Now, what is an Office suite? Well, an Office suite is something that has a bundle of different software that you can use on your computer once you install it. It'll have a word processor. It'll have a spreadsheet. It could have an email client, and it also can have an application software that you can use for creating flyers and signs and gift cards, stuff like that. You can get a Office suite from Microsoft. They sell them all as a complete bundle, or you can get the suites one at a time. They have a word processor, they have a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is used for doing calculations on your computer. You know, let's say you have a small business and you sell widgets. You can create your spreadsheet to show how many widgets you have, how many you sold, what price you sold it at, and who you sold it to. And they also have formulas through the spreadsheet that'll help you add up how many widgets you have, how many you've already sold, how many you have left. Now, as I said, Microsoft has an Office suite. You can use Microsoft's Office suite if you can afford it. They come at various prices. You can get them from various places. You can get them from Office Depot, Office Max. You can get them from Tiger Direct. You can get them online. You may even find some at Walmart. They're going to be kind of expensive, and I'm not sure if you can afford them, but if you can go to any of those places, including online sites, and you can buy them. Or if you want a freer version, it doesn't come from Microsoft, but there are freer versions of Office suites that you can get and download for free. Depending upon your bandwidth, it may take you a while to download it, but you can get some free Office suites. One in particular that I like, you will need to go online and point your browser to it. The one that I like is called LibreOffice. Let's see if I can find that one here. Okay, here we go. LibreOffice is an Office suite. It is, as you can read here, and you can go to Snap Files to find it. Okay, snapfiles.com. I've mentioned that before. It's a very good place for downloading free Windows software. LibreOffice is a full Office suite. It is compatible with Microsoft Office and OpenOffice. Okay, it is free, and what you do is, for details, you can click on details here, or you can come over here and look at the information and read more. Okay, another free Office suite is known as OpenOffice. Okay, it does the same thing as LibreOffice and as Microsoft Office. Okay, has the same type of software as well. Depending upon you and your preferences, you can choose either LibreOffice or OpenOffice if you want Office suite alternatives to Microsoft. If you want to choose Microsoft, you can use Microsoft. Just understand that Microsoft suite does cost money. These two, which is compatible with Microsoft, do not cost any money, and they're both free. Okay, if you can't remember snap files, then you can also go to my website. Let's go back to the beginning so I can show you how to navigate to it. Again, you can go to my website, which here's the website address. I hope everybody can see that. If not, I done went in closer. It's learntechvids.com. Okay, that's my website. You go to my website, and I have a link, a free link to those websites if you forget. So you can go down, you can come down, go to my website, learntechvids.com. All right, then you go to application tutorials, left click on that. Then you can scroll down where it says, hold on, let me make sure you see this, where it says, I'll highlight it for you, free Windows software and applications. I have LibreOffice download information. First thing that you probably want to do is make sure that your system requirements are in line with OpenOffice or with LibreOffice. And then after that, you click on the download software, click on open in a new tab, and you can go right here to LibreOffice right here and download their latest LibreOffice suite. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom, or no, I'm sorry, if you go ahead and left click on main installer, it'll take you to this page. Now you'll see this page down here. It says you can donate. You don't have to donate. It would be a good thing if after you've downloaded it and installed it and used it for a while, if you choose to donate, it would be good. It would be nice to go ahead and come back here and make a donation of whichever value you like. These guys do this for you. They do it for free, completely free of charge, as it says. But it would be nice to show your appreciation by giving a donation to them. Once again, when you're trying to download this, if it comes up here and it says to help protect your security, Internet Explorer has blocked this from being downloaded, you just left click on it, choose download file, and then a box will come up eventually. There it is, and it'll say, do you want to go ahead and download this file? And you just left click on save again. You can choose run, but I choose to always download it so I can have it for future reference. And then you can choose where you want to save it. Again, like I said, I created a tools folder in my documents folder, in my documents folder, and so I just went there. Okay, and then you have Office Libre with the latest version, whatever that is, for Windows regular box, which is 386, or you can choose the one for 64-bit, whichever version you have, and you just go ahead and click save. And then, as you see, I clicked on save, and now it's saving that to my folder. Depending upon your bandwidth, how fast you got, it may take 4 or 5 minutes, it may take 6 minutes, may take half an hour. Just depends upon you and your internet connection. But you just stand here and you just wait for it to install. And then once it installs, you'll be done. Now, I don't have a video right now on LibreOffice per se or OpenOffice per se. I do have some videos on, well, I have videos on how to save files and how to basically use the application. You'll need to go up under my application link at my website, and it shows you some basic functions. If you want advanced functions, I suggest you go to YouTube or Google and search for it there. Anyway, I'm not going to let this finish installing, but that's how you would install that, or that's how you would download it. And then, oh, I minimized the wrong one again. Okay. And then to go to it, you can go right here. You don't have to go to your star orb and click on either your username or your or documents. You can choose a faster way of going there. If you go down here to the bottom, you'll see a folder icon, and then it'll come up with your folders or whichever folders you have open at that time. For us, we want to go to Tools, and I didn't complete the installation, but basically the installer is the same no matter what type of software you have. If it's any different, just read the install instructions from the install wizard and it'll tell you what you need to do. But that's basically all you need to do to install software. So let's minimize that. Let's come back here. Okay, and I think we've talked about all of the basic navigation for creating a folder, creating a file, creating a program, or doing program installs, and how to install the and the different program applications. Office suites and word processors being only a few. There are many other program applications, but most of them are basically going to be installed the same way for your Windows 7 machine. Let's see, let's see, one other thing we might want to go over. That's it. Alright, well, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and you have a good day.